Hello, everyone. This is breaking news. Abia Governor Alex Otti, Sokoto government officials visit Nnamdi Kanu at Sokoto prison. Sahara Reporters is reporting it, and it's a footage obtained by Sahara Reporters shows heavy security presence surrounding the prison facility during the visit. Remember that after Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment, the very next day he was whisked off to the prison in Sokoto. For me, what I looked at in that whole scenario was to say, was the certified true copy got him? Because it was less than 24 hours and which he was whisked away. And I would have thought that the prison authority, before taking anything as authority and acting upon it, they would have waited to have gotten the certified true copy before all of that. The quickness with which she was taken to Sokoto was just sort of like a bit off. And also Alex Otti, did reveal that he had been working behind the scene a lot in terms of getting Nnamdi Kanu to be released, and he was quite shocked with the state the what's it called now, the prison sentence that was given to Nnamdi Kanu in terms of life imprisonment. There's a lot of other people who have also complained. We've seen the son of Nasiru El-Rufai who said, how come there is disparity in justice when a known terrorist that had used guns and everything was a terrorist that was caught, his own sentence, he was given 20 years imprisonment, and then Nnamdi Kanu, on the other hand, was given life imprisonment. The governor of Abia State, according to Sahara Reporters, Dr. Alex Otti, accompanied by officials from the Sokoto state government, visited Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, at the Sokoto Correctional Center on Sunday. Footage obtained by Sahara Reporters shows a heavy security presence surrounding the prison facility during the visit. Definitely, there are going to be heavy security presence. Like Nnamdi Kanu will be considered. There's one they consider maximum threat. That's why you have some to maximum security, medium, and and all of that. So there'll be expectation that probably members of his group are going to maybe try to take him out of prison or cause one thing or the other, and so he will put him in that maximum security um, prison. But it's also surprising that he wasn't taken to Lagos, maybe in the sense that Lagos, he might have a lot of more of his supporters, in Lagos, but taking him all the way to Sokoto, it's like another end of Nigeria, because Sokoto is at that whole, I know, if I remember the map of Nigeria, right? Hey, can I remember that you have the Borno side here, the Sokoto, Kebbi, whatever here, and all of that. So, and then you have the east, is down towards the bottom here, and Lagos is down there. So they've taken, like, the distance is much. If you're going to go all the way there, it's going to be a whole lot of traveling that will be involved. On November 21st, 2025, Kanu was convicted by the Federal High Court in Abuja on terrorism-related charges and sentenced to life imprisonment. Within hours, like I said earlier, within hours, he was transferred from the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS, in Abuja to the Sokoto Correctional Facility, a move that has generated controversy and concern. Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court, Abuja, delivered judgment in the long-running case against Kanu. The court found him guilty on 7 terrorism-related counts brought by the federal government. Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment on 4 of the counts, 1, 4, 5, and 6. He also received 20 years and 5 years imprisonment on 2 other counts, 3 and 7. The ruling concluded that the prosecution has successfully proven its case against him. Hours after the conviction, just for those probably, if you've not followed the story, Kanu on his own part did not enter a defense because um, his own reason was the fact that the court didn't have the jurisdiction to try him on the court. Not that he didn't even have the jurisdiction, that the issue on which he was being tried was not a crime in Nigeria, and that the act upon which it was a crime had been repealed. And of course, in Nigeria, when you've repealed an act, whatever crime that was there before, it's no longer a crime. And then you cannot tell someone that, so as long as it's not written, that you cannot tell someone that they committed a crime that the state itself, does not recognize. For a crime to be committed, the state itself must recognize that crime. So that was where he was coming from. Hours after the conviction, Kanu was moved from DSS custody in Abuja to the Sokoto Correctional Facility. Kanu's lawyer, Alo Ejimako, condemned the transfer, describing it as an attempt to isolate Kanu from his family, legal team, and supporters. Kanu's wife, Uchechi Oku Kanu, confirmed his arrival at Sokoto prison, expressing shock at the abrupt relocation. Also, Kanu's personal physician, Professor M.A.C. Agbaji, warned that the sudden transfer posed serious health risks given his medical condition. There have also been a lot of issues on the controversy over his medical condition. You saw the one that the Nigeria Medical Association came out to give a report that he was fit for trial, which his lawyer said that, no, look, they were not even given any notice. They didn't know of any check. What then did they check to be able to know whether he was fit for trial? There were also some doctors. There is one Dr. Fola Sheye, who is an ENT doctor in Lagos, had also written to NMA, to the leadership of the Nigeria Medical Association, asking them on what grounds and what authority did they issue a certificate that Kanu was fit for trial. On what basis, or following what law, what regulation, what constitution? Because what it said, the business of the Nigeria Medical Association was a bureaucratic one, in terms, not one that they actually giving out checking physical health and all of that, like giving medical services. That it's usually the doctor. What NMA should have done is to recommend doctors that will now go ahead and do medical check to declare whether he's fit or not. But that wasn't done. All you saw was, all of a sudden, Nigeria Medical Association is bringing out a letter to the to say that he's fit for trial. And of course, like I said earlier, his medical team, his lawyers are saying he was not checked. They were not informed. So how did they get this fitness for trial that they talk about? In a letter to Bola Tinubu, the road president, he's not my president, the physician described the move as abrupt, troubling, and medically dangerous, raising fears that his health could deteriorate in Sokoto prison. But so probably as it is, they've seen Governor Otti has been there, but they don't know the details. He hasn't spoken yet. We'll continue to follow and see how everything is going on. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.